Okay. Hello, everybody. How are you doing? How are you people doing? Nice thing is, we get to start tonight pretty early. Or at least an hour earlier than usual. Ninja! I'm so happy to see you. I haven't seen you in days. How have you been? I was worried. Tired from work? Believe me, Ninja, I feel it. I would have been on earlier had I not been, dead by the time I got home today. Getting up at 7, working till 6. Ooh, I do not envy you. I really don't. So last night I didn't pass out till 4 a.m. And then I had to wake up at 7 a.m. to go into work at 8 a.m. today. And so I got out at 2, which was nice. And then I went out to dinner with my friend. And then I didn't get home till 6. And then I passed out. So that's what's been going on with me. But yeah. Make sure you get plenty of rest, Ninja. Make sure you get plenty of rest. Alright, let's see. There it is. I was like, which one of these Dangan Ronpa shortcuts is it? I need to clean out my shortcut folder here. In all honesty. Ronpa. See, I get to wake up and deal with kids. Oh wait, you might not be able to hear me. Let me get a little closer to the mic because I'm looking at the levels and yeah, it's the thing. I get to wake up and deal with kids that whine and complain for 6 hours, then a 1 hour break, and then more whiny kids. Again, I don't envy that. I do not envy that at all. Get a good sized paycheck that's all going towards food and merch at TwitchCon. Ninja, you have to make sure you take lots of pictures for me. And maybe even a few videos, because I want to see what TwitchCon's like. So I can decide whether or not it's worth going. I think it will be worth going one way or another, but I just want to know what it's like. Okay, now I don't have to be all up in the fucking mic. Alright, we should have a new level for Magic Girl Monami. Yes, we do. Ooh, nice. Nice, that was a solid combo. Alright. Alright, cool. I'll do a bunch of pics of Callie and the con and videos. Yes, please do. I'll be super excited to see them. I have no idea if I can make that circle or not, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Okay. It's gonna be tight. I think I can do it though. No. Let's try this one more time. Okay, come on. Wait, do I have to jump on these? Oh, okay, no, I just must have not done it correctly. Beep! What up, my dude? How did your event go? Dude, everybody's coming out tonight. I'm so happy. Like, I always love seeing you guys. And I think we're getting pretty close here to the end of the game. Oh god, these things. Come on. Yes, good. Went great, gained a lot of followers, some new members for the beta Discord. Nice. Alright, really? There. Dude, Feep, look at you go, my dude. I'm so glad that you've, like, hit your stride and everything. 'Cause you definitely deserve it, my dude. Man, I missed a lot of this game. You're gonna be sad when I tell you who died last time, Ninja. Who was the last person you remember dying? Oh. Jesus. Thank you. I know Byakuya died. Oh, wow. Misfits in here. Yo, again, can we get a... Hold on, actually, I'm gonna do this real quick. Oh my god, why do I do this to myself? Hold on. Did I miss stuff? Yeah, you did. If Byakuya's the last person you remember dying, I'll run through everything here with you in a second. To catch you up, Ninja. And then there was someone else, but I don't remember who. Okay. I'll give you a rundown here after we get through with this, Magical Girl Monomy section. Really settled in my groove with MTG? Good, dude. Okay, hold on. Oh, okay. What is going on? Alright, let's try it again. Am I connected to the... What is... Why? Why do you do this? Give me 1 sec. It's being super weird. Oh, okay. Everything okay? Yeah, there we go. Really? Is that not working? That should work. Hold on, I'm trying to like give shoutouts to Feep and why? Oh. Hold on. Is the bot on? It's on. I'm just... Apparently a part of my bot is not connected. A working cam. I know, dude. Amazing, right? Alright, let's try this again. There it goes. Panda, what up? Yo, 50. How you doing, my dude? Are you ready to get this started tonight? Yo, Size dropping in? And, of course, I gotta give one to my #1 Twitch homie. Dashing Drew Rude. Please, guys, if you like what I do, you should definitely check out these 3 channels here. Misfit does a lot of cool stuff. She was playing some Cards Against Humanity last time. That is, if you've never played Cards Against Humanity, it is always a bundle of fun, and it gets very crazy very quickly. Feet has settled into his groove with Magic the Gathering. It's really interesting to watch all the intricate stuff you can do in a card game. Please go give them some love. And Dashing Guru, I was just on with him. We were doing a little bit of Fortnite before we got on tonight with Dangan Ronpa. Dude is, dare I say it, glorious. Please give these guys some love. They definitely deserve it. But how is everybody doing tonight? Let me get back into this so that we're not just staring at this pause screen. Okay, please. Alright. I should take care of that one. Or not. You're still not dead for some reason. There we go. You're alive. That's a problem. Alright. But yo, guys, tell me how you were doing. I'm glad to see everybody here tonight. Some of you, it's been a minute since I've gotten to see, so I'm really happy to have you back in here. I used to play Magic 2. It gets hilariously complicated at the high levels of play, like building decks is largely dependent on certain cards and type bases. Yes. Like, Feep does all of that and crazy, all of that, like, insanity. So if... yeah, I haven't seen you in a while. Whatever, Drew. I saw you like 10 minutes ago. Oh, the other one got blasted in there? Fantastic. Fantastic. Ooh, get it. Get some. Oh, you fucking raggedy bitches. Oh, this is rough. There we go. That was a solid play. I live in that zone. Yeah, that is like Feep's jam right there, dude. Okay. There's like 8 million of these things. Can I get them all corralled into one? Wave 11. Oh my god, why? Ew. I'm curious, Feep, would you prefer a mill or burn deck if you had to choose? See, I don't even know what the hell that means. Oh my god, thank you. Mystery Cruise? Okay. Oh wow, I can do that. I just have to not suck. Good to know. Alright, can we have the boss round now? Thank you. Okay, you just not gonna get stunned ever? Alright, that's amazing. Oh no. There we go. Fantastic. Nothing scumbaggy about a burn deck. Who is good and why do I have to get said person? Ninja, I love you so much. Alright, okay. So, let's continue into the game. Heading to the school trip. So, wait, is this a prequel chapter then? It was actually shaking rather intensely. That cosplay shenanigans music again. Oh, speaking of which, Drew, I did ask my friend about that jacket. She said at the moment she doesn't have a lot of time to do something like that. So, I did ask. She just apparently does not have the time for it, unfortunately. It was shaking from side to side. The shaking was quite irregular. Just when you thought it was a series of small shakes, it would suddenly shake violently. Every time that happened, I'd have to steady myself with my foot. I couldn't stand up very well, but for me, it was comforting. I never thought not knowing what to expect could be so fun, so I was feeling rather excited. But I figured I'd get bored of that feeling soon enough. That's what I was expecting. For me, a person who is loved by talent, detecting irregularities among irregularities won't be that difficult. How boring. Do you like ships? On the other side of the dark room, I heard a voice. It was clearly directed at me. You look like you were having fun, so that's what I assumed. God, do we still have to deal with this guy? You do like ships, right? Ships? Oh, that's right. So that's it. This is a ship. You just realized that now? Is it really that funny? Hey, if you want, care to talk a little? Silence was starting to bore me. Instantly, I saw his true character. The overfamiliar attitude, the friendly smile. But under that thin skin, I could detect a foul, offensive odor, like some kind of putrid slime. In a sensible way, of course. How should I put this? It was a smell exclusive to those who were already finished. Nice to meet you. I'm Nagito Kameida. Anyway, lucky me. It's been a while since anyone was willing to talk to me, so to share a room with a person like that... Yep, I'm definitely lucky. Lucky? Ah, so that's your talent then. What a boring talent. A boring talent? Huh? Well, that's exactly what it is. But for someone I'm meeting for the first time to say that so suddenly... That's because I have luck as well. Huh? Even I possess a talent as boring as luck. Possess, huh? Starting to get really interested. Who are you? You're obviously from Hope's Peak Academy too, right? So you're one of us? But that's weird. This is the first time I've ever seen you. Hey, can you tell me why you're here? How did you end up here? How boring. Sorry, I'm often told I'm terrible at making conversation. Not you. This world. Huh? This world is full of boring people. People who lack talent stick together and oppress those who do possess talent. Even though they know they're insignificant, they don't try to acknowledge their true superiors. They're profoundly desperate to drag them down to their level. And because of these bastards, the world has come to a deadlock. This world has stopped evolving. How boring. Well, the world is shaped by the will of the majority. It makes sense that it bends to those who lack talent. That's why we're in our present situation. Drew, be nice. That's why we're in our present situation. Perhaps, does it have anything to do with the reason why you're here? Boring people make no contributions to the world, not even a speck of dust. That's why my teachers taught me that a certain degree of selection must be performed. It's like they had high expectations for you, huh? It's completely different from me. But what are you planning to do now? Now that you've ended up like this, there's nothing you can do, right? Listen well. Using people is a talent too. I can't really refute that. Now it's my turn to use that person just as they used me in the past. That person. Are you talking about ultimate despair? How? I mean, they're already... I have it with me. The contribution that person left to me, even now it rests in my pocket. Yo, Beast, what's up? It's been a minute. How you doing? Good night. You heading outside? Have a good night, my dude. Even now, it rests in my pocket. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm definitely lucky. I can't believe I'm speaking with someone as amazing as you. Then, will I be able to see her again? Will I be able to see the person I hate with every fiber of my being again? And this time, will I be able to kill her this time? The person I hate so much? Oh, this is interesting. Whoa, Nagito has really long nails. Y'all see that? Oh, wait, no, you can't. Hold on. Oh, Feep's heading to bed. Good night. Good night, Feep. Sorry, I misunderstood that. Hold on a sec. Look at that. You guys see those nails? Those nails are no joke. You could murder somebody with those. Take a close look, Panda. Oh, 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 what the oh. Oh, no, no, oh, no, oh, no, that's not Nagito, oh, fuck, oh, no. That's Junko! Oh my god! Hey? Then explain your hand. This? The end of that bandage is a woman's hand, right? Isn't it amazing? I can't move it, of course. I mean, it's not my hand after all. What? Even now, it still hasn't rotted. Hey, maybe that means it's becoming one with me. Isn't it amazing? I have successfully become one with ultimate despair, my sworn enemy. So you salvaged the body. You really are a boring person. I don't want you to misunderstand. I just see her as my enemy, you know. Because she's my sworn enemy, because I hate her so much. That's why I took her power, and for that I... Wait, huh? Do I hate her? Huh, that's strange. Look at the window, we're finally here. Starting to see it too, right? That's Jabberwock Island, isn't it? Isn't it exciting? I wonder what's gonna happen on that island once we get there. what's gonna happen. I can already predict what will happen. Huh? I already know because I am loved by talent. But no matter what happens, it's of no concern to me. I will not be able to participate in what lies ahead. Really? I don't really understand, but I guess we have to part ways for a while. It's disappointing. We seem to get along pretty well. Hey, can I see you again? There's no reason we'll ever meet again. After all, you are boring. Your talent, your thoughts, your entire existence is boring to me. You really don't play along, do you? Okay. Ninja, are you still here? What is this? It's the door from the beginning. Fuck. Wait, is this a new game? No. We are still continuing on. Okay, Neji, you are still here. Let me give you the quick rundown of what has happened in this game. So, in the first case, okay, Byakuya was killed by Teruteru. In the second case, Mahiru was killed by Peiko Pekayama. In the third case, Ibuki and Hyoka were killed by Mikan. Okay, so you followed up to that point. Okay, so Gundam killed Nekomaru, and in this last case, Nagito staged a suicide that could only be triggered by one person, essentially, and he was using his luck to kind of figure out what was going on. Basically, he created a trap for the traitor, who unfortunately we found out was Sleepy Waifu. And now she's dead. So the only surviving members we have in our little group are Sonia, ourselves, of course, Kazuichi Soda, Fuyuhiko, and Akane. That's it. Everybody else is dead. It's a door. There's a door. A door? Why is a door here? Where am I? How did I get here? Where am I supposed to go? Huh? Isn't this a classroom? But even so, it's a very strange classroom. Why am I in a place like this? I went inside the ancient room with everyone else, and I arrived at the place that looked like a trial ground, but then why? It's not connecting. I don't know why I'm here. It's like there's no connection between how I left the trial ground and how I ended up here. It's just like before, when we all gathered in that classroom just before we arrived at Jabberwock Island. But where is this place? Is it somewhere on Jabberwock Island?
Testing. Mic check 1, 2. This is a test of the school broadcast system. Am I on? Can everyone hear me? Okay, well then. Welcome to Hope Speak Academy, you guys. At this point, I shall explain the graduation exam to you all.
Oh no.
So please assemble at the gymnasium immediately.
Huh? Did he say what I think he just said? He said, "Welcome to Hope's Peak Academy." But why would this place be Hope's Peak Academy? And not just that. What is the graduation exam? Isn't the killing over already? Fuck. What is this? In a normal classroom, there'd be a window, but instead, there's this iron plate bolted here. When I tried knocking on it with my fist, looks like it's a pretty thick iron plate. Is this to keep us trapped? The heck? This place where iron plates are covering the windows inside the classrooms? Is it really Hope's Peak Academy? Clock doesn't have any hands. A clock without hands is meaningless. Why would something like this be in a classroom? Leave here? Yeah. Even the hallway doesn't feel like a school at all. What a creepy place. At least it doesn't look like a normal school at all. It's definitely a lie. There's no way this place is Hope's Peak Academy. Is this creepy place the Hope's Peak Academy that I've admired for so long? It's probably a building that Monokuma made to startle us, just like the fun house. That's right, that's definitely it. Monokuma said to come to the gym, right? Then I'll go and definitely clear things up. Okay, literally every door aside from that is locked. The gym is here, right? Alright, I'm going inside. Something might be waiting, but I'm not gonna cower away anymore. So, I brace myself and cautiously open the door. This is the end. Goodbye, Academy of Despair. I wasn't prepared for what was waiting for me on the other side of that door. It was a normal gym.
Damn right.
Yo, Hajime.
Yo.
You heard the announcement and came here too? You guys did too, right?
What's going on?
What do you make of all this? Monokuma said this place was Hope's Peak Academy or something?
That is...
Well, that cannot be possible.
Well, yeah.
Any way you look at it, it's impossible. How does it feel to return to long-awaited Hope's Peak Academy?
Why, you.
Where are we? Where'd you lock us up this time?
That's...
What a shock. I just told you, this place is Hope's Peak Academy.
Of course not.
There's no way in hell that's true.
No.
Oh, but it is. I mean, this is definitely Hope's Peak Academy. Well, what's left of it anyway. What's left of it?
What?
Didn't I tell you before? Unfortunately, Hope's Peak Academy fell to ruin.
Lies.
You were serious about that?
Stupid fool!
Minimaru. But of course it fell to ruin. I mean, they were doing things that they deserved to be ruined for. What do you mean?
I don't like this.
Anyway, I'm pretty disappointed. I went to all this trouble to bring you to Hope's Peak Academy, and you don't feel surprised or nostalgic?
Fine.
It's not like I did this for you guys. Oh. Whoa. Okay. Actually, I could probably turn that up just a smidge. Yeah, that should be fine. That should be lovely. Even if you don't feel nostalgic, I'm sure someone is feeling nostalgic right now. Alright, gotta someone.
Don't fuck with me!
Enough with this bullshit, just spit it out already.
You...
Where'd you take us, you bastard? Though I am not certain of my memories, I believe we entered the ancient ruin, and
In other words,
it means I made this Hope's Peak Academy between the door to the ruin and the inside of the ruin. What do you mean between?
Hey, hey,
What do
hey!
you mean made?
what's this?
Oh my, are your minds getting the grumblies that only knowledge can satisfy? Was that a llamas with hats reference? Was that a legitimate llamas with hats reference? Hold the fuck up. Are your minds getting the grumblies that only knowledge can satisfy? To paraphrase, my tummy was getting the rumblies. Carl, that only hands could satisfy. Carl. It's fine to hurry along to the graduation exam, but it's in my nature to provide a little entertainment. You're planning to make us do something, aren't you?
No way!
You don't need to be so cautious about it. It's not like you'll be making life exchanges or anything like that. It's just a simple graduation exam.
Huh?
Then what is it?
Hey,
As the headmaster, I'm conflicted, you know? On one hand, I'm really happy that you're finally going to graduate.
are you sure about this?
But on the other hand, I'm worried about whether you guys will be okay in the outside world.
So,
That's why I'm thinking about telling you what the outside world is like before you make a decision. Whether you want to leave Jabberwock Island or stay here. Huh?
why?
We're obviously gonna get out. There's no way we'd stay here.
That's right!
This is annoying. Just hurry up and let us choose. Let us choose right now.
No!
You can't do that. The main cast hasn't arrived yet. Main cast?
Hey,
Meaning you guys are just extras until the guest of honor arrives.
damn it!
So enough complaining already. Hurry up and start researching the outside world. What do you mean?
Uh-huh.
I've dispersed all the teaching materials you need for your research throughout Hope's Peak Academy. I don't think this needs to be said, but all the information is accurate and contains no lies whatsoever. Otherwise, the main cast is gonna hate me. So please rest assured and strive to do your best during your field trip. And as usual, after leaving us with his cryptic words, Monokuma disappeared. Even if the setting had changed, even if the killing was finished, he was still the same as usual. Outside world? The main cast? Somehow, I have a bad feeling about this.
Hey, hey!
Like, you kept insisting that this place is Hope's Peak Academy. But that's impossible, right?
What are you saying?
How do we make it back to Hope's Peak Academy from a tropical island in the first place? It's impossible.
It cannot be.
There's no place for Hope's Peak Academy to exist on Jabberwock Island, except for, you know, the giant building on the second island that we've been trying to figure out the entire time. I said I wanted to go back, but I don't want to go back to a creepy place like this. What does this mean? So many things I don't understand have happened on the island. This building is really Hope's Peak Academy? This is the Hope's Peak Academy that I've been admiring for so long? What in the world is going on? Do we get to explore all the floors of the building too? Damn it, why is this happening? Why? I was finally able to attend Hope's Peak Academy. I finally thought I'd become confident in myself. Even so, I wanted to become Hope. If that's what you're thinking, just stop it. Listen carefully. The only humans worthy of becoming Hope possess amazing talents and a strong will. And the moment you're born into this world, you either have that or you don't. It has nothing to do with effort. You must be chosen by Hope to become Hope. That is why it's not even worth admiring. Or were you so blinded that by your admiration for Hope's Peak Academy that you couldn't even see that? You're just some nobody from the reserve course who never had a talent to begin with. A nobody who forgot that he was a nobody. That's all. God, Nagito was such a piece of shit. Can we all agree on that? Like, I cannot stand Nagito. Even in death, he's gratuitously annoying. If I really am a nobody, then you should have just left me alone. Hey, what up, Ray? How you doing? Why? Why do I have to go through something like this? Hajime, did something happen? Huh?
Hey, bastard.
Now's not the time to zone out. Sorry. It's nothing. 50 tips. Yes. Nagito is worst boy. Nagito is awful. Fine. You have a concussion? What the hell happened to you, dude? I'm glad he's dead. Yeah, same. Although knowing this game, let's hope it stays that way. I don't really get it, but is that all?
I'm gonna do it!
As long as I don't beat the crap out of Monokuma, nothing's gonna be solved. Is that what that means?
Hey.
So what the heck is Monokuma anyway? He's not part of the Future Foundation, right? You say that, then what is the Future Foundation? Cat tried to kill me? I guess so. What the hell?
Jeez.
Even though Chiaki and Monami are gone, our situation hasn't changed one bit, which means the Future Foundation wasn't our enemy. That's the only thing I can think of.
You serious?
So, they're not World Ender? Then we really were tricked by Monokuma?
However...
The Future Foundation is responsible for trapping us on this island, right? Tripped over a cat, smacked my head against a door frame on the way down. Oh no, dude. Holy shit, that sucks. I'm so sorry. Regarding that matter, I believe Monami never once denied that.
Damn it.
Even if they're our allies, they might not just be allies. Maybe Monokuma is telling us to investigate that information on our own. Chiaki said she could not betray the Future Foundation, but if she were still alive, she definitely would have helped us. No, even her just being with us would have been a big help. So what should we do? I mean, you kind of have to investigate, don't you? Hold on. My phone is getting blown up. I get so tired of it. Like, my phone currently keeps getting blown up because I keep getting emails about car insurance. And it's like, listen, I don't have a car. I haven't had a car in over a year at this point. And to anybody wondering why, it's literally just because I have the worst luck with cars in the world. I think I've told that story on here before. It's a whole fucking thing. It's obvious. If we're gonna get out of here safely, we have to do the graduation exam, right?
So annoying.
Graduation exam, huh? I'm not really good at taking exams. Well, I guess it's better than people dying.
Jeez.
Monokuma said something about a field trip, right? Is he telling us to investigate like we have been?
All right.
Alright, I'm gonna do it.
Prepare yourself.
Minimaru.
Like...
Yeah, we might be able to learn something about Hope Speak Academy. About ourselves. The ER nurse gave me the equivalent of a field sobriety test, and I failed in spectacular fashion. Lovely. That sucks, dude. I'm so sorry. I don't care if we don't know anymore. If we could just go back to our normal lives, I'm fine.
Hey!
Hey, we can go home when this is over, right? We can finally get off this damn island, right? That's the case. Let's all leave this island alive by any means.
Of course.
Hell yes. He's right. Now's not the time to bemoan how unlucky I am. Where this place really is, what's happened to Hope Speak Academy, excuse me, by the way. None of that matters. What's important is, I need to leave this island with the others. We sacrificed so many lives in order to survive, just so we could do that. I've missed so much of this game. Okay, hold on. I'll give you the same rundown that I gave, Ninja. Okay, so, first case, right? First case, Byakuya was killed by Teru. Okay? Second case, Peiko Pekayama killed Mahiru. And in the third case, Hiyoko and Ibuki were killed by Mikan. In the fourth case, Gundam killed Nekomaru. And in the last case, Nagito set up a trap for the traitor, which was basically that he kind of set up a suicide, but he needed somebody to essentially like pull the trigger on it. And he left it to his talent of ultimate luck to kind of figure out what that would be. Who that would be, rather. And unfortunately, it ended up being Sleepy Waifu Chiaki Nanami. And that gets you caught up on who's alive and who's dead. So literally the only people we have alive now are Sonia, Kazuichi, Akane, Fuyuhiko, and Hajime. Oh yeah, also Manami is also dead. There's no way we could stop now, but Monokuma should already know that's what we're thinking. So why did he say that? We have to decide on our own whether or not we want to leave Jabberwock Island. Damn, right? You should already know that we'd never choose to stay on the island.
Hey, hey!
So what are we gonna do? Can we start already? But what are we even looking for? Do we just have to investigate this weird-ass building?
Even so.
I don't think we'll find the answers to all our questions inside this damn building. I'll just go on ahead for now.
Whoa!
You're already going?
Jeez.
What's that idiot thinking, running ahead without being cautious?
Man.
She obviously isn't thinking about anything.
However...
It will be fine. There will no longer be any situations where we must exchange each other's lives.
Alright!
So we should do our best as well. Like they say, it is not scary if everyone stops at a green light. Okay. If we stopped at a green light, we'd never reach our goal.
Jeez.
Akane already took off on her own. Might be faster if we split up and look around too. Sonia said, if there's no more killing, we don't have to worry about anyone betraying us anymore. Then let's get this over with and go home.
Later.
I'll go on ahead. I'll see you guys later. Those brief words, Fuyuhiko left the gym.
Excuse me.
I shall do my best to obtain a wonderful clue that will be useful to everyone. Now then, please excuse me. Green? No, she's just a little dense. I actually wouldn't even say a little dense. She just doesn't understand foreign phrases, I guess. She, like, did you ever watch the original Teen Titans cartoon that was on Cartoon Network? The good one, not Teen Titans Go. She's a lot like Starfire from that show. Like, even down to the voice. The voice is very similar as well. Sonia took a deep bow, then left the gym.
Oh my.
Miss Sonia.
Miss Sonia!
Please don't leave me. I'll be in danger if I'm left alone. Kazuichi chased after Sonia, who had just left. I should hurry and start too. Just a bit more. Just a bit more, and it's gonna end. I can escape this nightmare and return to my usual, peaceful, everyday life. The only thing we can do is advance towards that hope. Even though I don't understand, and that a lot of horrifying things keep happening, for the sake of everyone who couldn't make it this far, I'm definitely going to go home. Not stupid, just simple. Yeah, I guess you could put it that way. Investigate. Oh, hello. We've got Monokumas here too, huh?
I knew you could do it.
I doubt there would be two in the same spot. Oh. Okay. Huh? It's weird. This is the hallway I walked through to get to the gym, but it's clearly different. Is this Monokuma's doing too? Is he trying to confuse us again? I don't know how he's doing it, but he keeps doing it over and over again. He's so persistent. But I'm not gonna fall for his trap. There's no way this will make me back down. This hallway, there's a strange feeling to it, no? As if an invisible wall has been erected to limit our movement.
I am concerned.
Is it just me? Alright, well, I guess we'll go start at the morgue. Or not. It looks like my buffer went to shit, but I also don't trust Monokuma. No, if you're seeing like weird sort of artifact things going on the screen right now, it's literally just because that's part of the game right now. Alright, I guess it wants us to go to the dojo. I would have thought the garden. Is this a dojo? It's all strange things that make me think there's no way we're inside a school. Perhaps it's a mistake to expect the inside of this building to make sense. There are a bunch of wooden lockers here. Each of them has a traditional-looking wood block key sticking out of them. I guess they're just for show. There's nothing in particular that looks like a clue. I'm looking for a Monokuma doll. There's a straw post. I guess that means it was used for training. That target seems pretty far away. If the production team had more time, there could have been a mini game here. Wait, what am I saying? It's armor and a helmet. Did the map developers design this to reflect a Japanese dojo? This cherry tree is in full bloom. It may be a tasteful sight to see a blooming cherry tree inside a dojo, but in this situation it just looks weird. What is this? Is this a manga? The title is Manga for Morons, A History of Hope Speak Academy by Monokuma. Why is a manga with such a suspicious looking title laying out in the open like this? Excuse me, fuck. Let's start with history first, class.
Hey,
Reading manga is the third best way to learn about history. And what's the first, you ask? That depends on the person. So just as I thought, Monokuma made this. That totally explains how suspicious it looks. Red herring much? This whole thing is like a weird situation. It looks like we're in some sort of digital production, but I don't know what to say past that. Oh, hold on a sec. I gotta check something. Oh, wow. I really wanted to just ignore it, but there's no way I could do that. Fine, I'll look at it. I'll look at anything that might be a clue to getting out of here, no matter what it is. I picked up the manga off the floor and started flipping through the pages. It's an introduction to Hope Speak Academy's history, as narrated by the cutesy character on the cover. Shit, sorry, didn't mean to hit the mic. Hope Speak Academy is a government-funded school of privilege where only the most talented high school students can hope to attend. Built to raise hope in the nation's future, many of its alumni are key leaders of various industries. New students are chosen through a scouting process, but the ones who scout them are Hope Speak Academy's teachers, who serve as both educators and researchers of talent. Hope Speak Academy isn't just a school for talent; it's also a school for researching talent as well. However, for the past few years, Hope Speak Academy has been suffering from a decline in funding, most of which we know is bullshit from the last game. Maybe it's, I don't know. Everything's really up in the air at this point. This persists. The Academy believes they will not be able to make progress with their research of talent, so they decided to implement a new system, the Reserve Department. Unlike the main department, who scouts for students, the Reserve Department utilizes a general entrance exam. Normal faculty was hired and placed in charge of looking after the Reserve Department. Expenses and exam fees for the Reserve Department are quite high compared to most high schools. Nevertheless, Hope Speak Academy received an endless stream of applicants. Hope's Peak Academy was now available to talentless commoners, people who only cared about the brand. Hope's Peak Academy managed to amass sizable funds and began further research of talent. To create Hope's Peak Academy's earnest wish, a true genius who would become mankind's hope. But just when they thought everything was going well, an unprecedented incident occurred. The incident that triggered the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. That's right, it was the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. Hope's Peak Academy was crippled by this incident and was forced to shut down without accomplishing anything. The end. Huh? The ending was so sudden, like a manga that's suddenly cancelled in the middle of its run. Yo, shout out to Psychic Academy. Plus, these phrases mentioned at the end of this manga, the tragedy and the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. Names are so melodramatic, there's no way incidents like these really happened, right? This manga only mentions the names, so I don't really know the details, but no, it'd just be a waste of time to wonder about things that don't make sense. More importantly, I learned something because of this manga. The Reserve Department. That department was only built to collect money. I was one of those Reserve Corps students, right?
But hold on.
That's weird. Oh, you're here again. Oh, the thing that's weird is you, of course. Huh?
Hey, hey!
Why did you forget that you were part of the Reserve Department? The Future Foundation only took away your school life memories, right? But you should have known even before you entered that you had no talent, right? So I think it's weird that you actually forgot something like that, too. Oh, the pink. Yeah, I know. What do you want me to say?
By the way...
Based on my assumption, each foundation must have wanted to hide the fact that you were one of those Reserve Corps students.
I got it!
Or you willingly sealed those memories yourself. Huh? You wanted to be confident in yourself, so you wanted to forget everything that embarrassed you. You know, when humans experience trauma, sometimes they erase their memory of what happened. Oh yeah, I've got that overwrite feature. It's just literally like right here. I just press this little button and it goes bzz, and I'm just like, fucking what? Nah. You guys, never happened. Like, clearly I would remember something like that, right? Like, come on, nah. Happens pretty often. Not that I know anything about that though. Are you saying it's my fault I forgot? That's not it.
Come on!
I think inconvenient, you always get angry and try to brush it off. Well, that's expected of a Reserve Corps student. Damn it, what the heck? Okay, this is interesting. Is it gonna slowly open up areas? Alright, well there's Kazuichi. He wasn't there before. You can't go there. Can't go there. It looks like the classroom is where I'm headed next. Alright, Kazuichi, what do you want?
What's going on?
This hallway, it's kind of creepy. Can't go to places I should be able to go to. It's like some rules being enforced for no reason. It's like there's an invisible wall or something. Classroom 5A. Okay, I'm making sure I'm not missing a Monokuma. This is another manga. It's laying on top of the desk. This one is Manga for Morons, The Tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy, huh? Isn't the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy mentioned in another manga too? It's why Hope's Peak Academy went bankrupt, and it was the trigger for the biggest, most tragic, most awful event in human history. Read this manga, will I be able to learn a little more about that incident? Took the manga from the desk and started flipping through the pages to see what I could learn about the event known as the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. The story made heavy use of outdated stylized drawings depicting characters solving mysteries. What's written here is, as the name suggests, the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy occurred at Hope's Peak Academy. No way! The key player in that event was a student named Izuru Kamakura. Izuru was a genius known as a symbol of hope. Hope's Peak Academy used all their resources to develop him. Supposedly, Izuru was a genius among geniuses and possessed of various talents. Wielding superior talent for the hope of mankind, the Academy referred to Izuru as the ultimate hope. To protect such rare talent, the Academy completely concealed all evidence of Izuru's origins and identity. Because of that, most of the students at the Academy were completely unaware of Izuru's existence. Izuru, who was known as the symbol of hope, was responsible for a horrible incident. 13 students of Hope's Peak Academy's student council, among the Academy's best and brightest, were brutally murdered by Izuru. However, the incident did not end there. The Academy tried to protect Izuru's superior talent and concealed the incident as though it never happened. However, a certain student began working in secret to use that incident to their advantage. That student... Okay, so that would probably be Junko, right? Student uncovered what the Academy did, and by making that knowledge public, it stoked the fires of the Reserve Corps students, who had long been dissatisfied with how they'd been treated. And the uprising began. Excuse me. And that heralded Hope's Peak Academy's destruction. This is the entirety of the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. Eventually, that incident would lead to that horrifying, devastating incident. An incident that would be known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. We're excited. Dangan Ronpa 0. Heavy sigh, I closed the manga. Am I supposed to believe this? There's no way 13 people were killed at Hope's Peak Academy. What irony! For a genius known as the ultimate hope to cause such a gruesome incident. A talent like that is too regal for society. It's like trying to buy juice with a bar of gold. You should be lucky that you're incompetent. Wow, thanks. He always has to lead up to something offensive. He seriously pisses me off. Dude, you are not the only one. But ultimate hope. Nagito mentioned that before too, but it looks like it means something completely different here. What Nagito said was the meaning of hope. But for Izuru, hope simply means talent. More importantly, a genius who possesses various talents. I wish they'd given me one of those talents so I didn't have to be in the reserve department. That's right, there's a reserve department. Here it said the Reserve Corps students in the reserve department began uprising. Then what about me? Was I a participant? No, that's not possible. There's no way. I have no reason to do something like that. Tragedy of Hope's Peak has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. I've learned about the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy, but the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. What in the fuck is going on? The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is a far worse incident, right? What kind of incident was it? And who's this other student that isn't Izuru? Izuru. There we go. That name is getting super difficult. A certain student who secretly used the incident to their advantage. Who is that? This incident is really messed up. But all it's doing is raising more questions. The mysteries just keep piling up. Okay, we're still not gonna get to leave the 5th floor. Isuru, yeah. Alright, looks like we can go to the morgue next. There's usually somebody just kind of hanging around. Okay. The Biolab. Oh wow, that's a good hiding spot. I'm glad I saw that though. The hell's with this room? It's freaking cold in here. It's like I'm in a freezer or something. If I just stand still, I might end up freezing to death. Should hurry up and investigate so I can get out of here already.
I've been found.
Yup. Looks like a plastic tart. Why is this left out like this? Clean up after yourselves, will you? Thank you, 50. I've seen this in movies before. It's a refrigerator for preserving dead bodies. At least that's what it looks like. But that's not possible, right? Keeping dead bodies in a high school biolab isn't something you should joke about. It just feels so forced. This idea should have been canceled during development or something. What am I thinking? Another manga just laying around here. This time the title is The Biggest, Most Awful, Most Tragic Event in Human History. Next one would obviously be about the incident. The biggest, most awful, okay. Just what was that incident really all about? It might turn out to be something lame. Flip through the pages of the manga and hope that I was right. God, that is a face. Story about creepily drawn characters who get involved in such horrifying incidents. An incident known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Is this drawn so grotesquely because the incident itself was that grotesque? Anyway, the beginning of this creepy manga starts with this sentence. The tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy was simply the trigger. At first, the uprising by the reserve corps students that triggered the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy was initially hoped to be resolved quickly. The situation continued to escalate to dangerous extremes. The movement started spreading all over the internet and fosters a thriving online community. The community was not limited to students, and people of various races and nations began joining in. But the movement was not confined to the internet, and began spreading and eroding the real world. When the movement started, it was indistinguishable from any other demonstration inspired by social unrest. Are you trying to finish tonight? Maybe? I'm not sure. If I can, I would like to, but I'm not gonna stream past like 5 a.m. and it's already 12:15, so I've got like just short of like 5 hours right now. And then as it spread across the world, certain abnormalities came to light. By then it was too late. The ends and the means had vanished, and the wanton destruction became their only goal. The strong butchered the weak. The weak killed the weakest among them, and soon the weak formed factions to brutally murder the strong. As the violence and death continued to spread, the shock of their actions began to disappear, as if the era was regressing into more uncivilized times when senseless deaths were the norm. The media was oversaturated with deaths to the point where people would watch them while enjoying a meal. By the time the world realized what it had become, it was too late to stop what had happened. A feeling of immense despair began spreading and eventually engulfed the world. Acts of terrorism and coups d'etats began occurring around the world. A war waged in the name of despair. A war fought not for principles, religion, or personal gain. Just war. Pure war. And because of that, there was no way to resolve it. How could a movement started by high school students progress to such a hopeless scenario? The only explanation is the existence of a certain organization, devoted to a certain student who influenced Hope's Peak Academy, a group called Ultimate Despair. Okay, but here's the thing. The Ultimate Despair was Junko and her sister. Right? Canonically, that's what it is. Instead of using Hope's Peak Academy's talents for the sake of mankind's hope, they use them for the sake of mankind's despair. Key members of society use their influence to brainwash the masses in order to spread despair. Tech-savvy computer programmers wrote software to spread despair. The powerful and influential created new values and morals to spread despair. And with this, they created the tragedy, the biggest and most awful tragic event in human history. As long as Ultimate Despair exists, the despair engulfing the world will never end. 50, how much longer do you think I have in this game? The tragedy will never end. My heart was racing in my chest, but my body felt ice cold, and it wasn't because I was freezing in this room. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. This is definitely all made up. I mean, if this is really true, then what's happening in the outside world? My family, my friends, the convenience store I frequent, the nearby bookstore, my favorite restaurant? What's happened to them?
No way!
Hey, are you seriously yelling at a manga? How crazy are you? Who would enjoy reading something like this?
What?
Oh my, you don't like manga? A high school student who doesn't like manga is like an office lady who doesn't like to eat candy. Enough, what is this messed up manga? I thought you'd obviously know about such a horrible event that destroyed the world, but you not to remember that. Such despair. That's the Future Foundation's fault, though, thanks to them stealing your school memories. The incident that happened during that period is something completely removed from your brain. This incident really happened, and I actually forgot about it? There's no way that's possible.
What are you saying?
How many times do I have to tell you? All the clues here are real.
Hello.
Please understand, I'm rooting for you. If you don't learn about the full extent of the outside world, you guys will suffer for it. I just want to help you guys so you can live well-adjusted lives in the outside world. Well, what is left to do? I don't know, that's the thing. I mean, this is my first time playing it, so that's how it is. That's what he meant by what he said at the beginning. As headmaster, I'm conflicted. On one hand, I'm really happy that you're finally going to graduate, but on the other hand, I'm worried about whether you guys will be okay on the outside world. That's why I'm thinking about telling you what the outside world is like before you make a decision. Whether you want to leave Jabberwock Island, or stay here. It's trying to make us feel despair towards the outside world so we'll want to stay on this island. But there's no way I'm going to do what he wants. Despair like that simply can't exist. The outside world should be filled with hope. Just like now. Perhaps. No, that's definitely it. The tragedy has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Whether or not this incident really happened, what in the world is this Ultimate Despair group? Oh god, the final trial is 2 hours and 35 minutes. Oh my god. If they're devoted to a certain student who guided Hope's Peak Academy to its destruction, are they connected to both the tragedy and the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy? Plus, that organization isn't just one person, but a group of people. If they're known as the Ultimate Despair, they're high school students, right? That's fair. Well, if they weren't actually able to do it, then I guess that's why they were called Ultimates. Oh, I guess if they were actually able to do it, then are the killings you were involved in connected to them as well? It's no use. I'm gonna freeze to death. I'm at my limit. I need to get out of here. Shivering, I ran out of the freezing room. It was close. I nearly froze to death. So where should I go next? I imagine the garden might be next. Or not. Oh, I don't think this one was... I think this one was locked before. No, I should ignore it. I'm gonna pretend I didn't see him. No, we're not.
Hiya!
3 hours, 20 minutes? Okay. Why, hello, Hajime. I hope you're doing pleasantly well. Are you pleasingly well? You're pleasingly well, right? What are you doing here?
No,
There's another thing I need to tell you on this floor. I got bored of drawing manga. Can you forgive me for not telling you by word of mouth? Can you forgive me for telling you by word of mouth? You've done that from the beginning. I didn't want to read your manga in the first place. A high school student who doesn't like manga is like a sumo wrestler who doesn't like eating hot pots. I'm getting really fed up with your babbling. Hurry up. What do you want to tell me? So, if you're up to you if you're up for pushing to the end. Okay, well, here's the thing. Is this the last chapter? Because if this is the last chapter, and it's only supposed to take 3 hours, 20 minutes, we could do that. We could probably do that. And then tomorrow, we'll play something that's much more, like, relaxing, much more chill. I'll have to see... Oh, hold on. I gotta... Now, the key piece of information you've been waiting for so long for.
What?
Surprise, it's all about ultimate despair. I don't know if that was actually like my game or what. Oh,
Yes, it.
What is going on? Hold on. Why? Why do you do this? Yeah, we'll probably make the push for, RIP. Yeah, I have no idea what the fuck just happened. Hold on, I'm gonna mess with some things real quick. That the shit is going on. I think it might be the game. I don't know that it is, honestly. Hold on. I'm gonna do something real quick. No, I think my PC is like losing its mind right now. Close. Yeah, my PC's like losing its fucking mind. And I don't know why. Give me one sec. Hold on, I might have to restart. Even though the term ultimate despair refers to a group these days, it was originally the title for a high school girl who was the most powerful, evil, feared person alive. Lady Junko Enoshima. Yeah, I don't think it's just the game. I think my computer's like partially losing its shit right now. So I'm gonna try and force this game to save real quick because I don't want to go through this shit again. Oh fuck, wrong button. Come on. It could be that the game is losing its fucking mind, but I'd like to think that it's not. Great. We're gonna be very, very careful here. I have no idea why it's doing this right now. Also, hold on, I can't see your comments. I think it might be the game. Yeah, again, I'm not thinking it is. Come on. If I can't get it to save here in a little bit, I'm just gonna, I guess, go through this shit again. Okay, here we go. Save. Okay. Okay, hold on. Whew. Okay. Oh no, come on. Okay. Okay. Losing its mind. I think I actually have to restart my computer. I will be back. Holy fuck, my PC is losing its mind. I don't even know if you guys can hear me at this point.